Hi guys, how's it going? Happy 2020. Happy New Year. Happy Wednesday. Happy Facebook Live. Happy soon to be new catalog. I'm so excited. It's 2020. Wednesday Facebook Lives are back. They will only be rescheduled if I'm traveling or I'm out of town or like the holidays. That was really wild that, everything was on a Wednesday for the past couple of weeks. And I'm cleaning up my work surface because I've made lots and lots of messes, which is totally acceptable. So most of you hopefully are recovered from the holidays. You're recovering. You maybe hopefully got your Christmas cards out. I hope you did. If not, it's not too late to send some beautiful well wishes for the new year. I have lots of friends who do cards, New Year's cards. So I think people love cards whenever you send them. So I'm going to show you a new stamp set. It's called Honeybee, and it's gorgeous. It's in the new spring catalog, and this stamp set is very special to me because Melissa, my name, means honeybee in Greek. And so growing up, I collected little honeybee figurines, and anytime we've had a bee stamp, I've been really jazzed. And this one's exceptionally pretty. It stamps very, very well. There's a lot of fine line detail, and it has a set of dies that go with it, which are really pretty as well. I think I have most of them here. I'm missing the detailed bee, but it has the hive that can be cut out. It's got the big bee, it's got a detailed bee, the little bee, some of the little flowers, and even a couple of little hearts, which I think I'm going to be using this for some Valentine's Day things. I don't do a ton of Valentine's Day stuff. It's not my favorite holiday. Anyone who knows me or has been around me crafting knows that I'm not a huge Valentine's Day person. But I do like a little bit. I think it's fun. So when I was playing around with this bee, and I'm going to get my other pieces out because I want to show you kind of what was going on. When I was messing around with the bee, I was stamping it on different pieces and trying to see, did I like the bee? Did I like the way that it was coming out? Did I want to heat emboss it? How did I want the bee to look? So I tried a couple of things. I love heat embossing on the vellum, and so I tried to do that with the gold. And what happens is, although he's cute, all of his wings kind of melt together. There's a very delicate structure, and so although this is pretty, it's not quite the look that I was going for. So then I said, well, what if I stamp it with the gold ink on the vellum? Well, the problem is that the glue shows through, and so that didn't look very good either. I was like, well, I don't like that. So I decided that was not a winner. And so I want to show you the really pretty wing structure, and so I will use, let's see. Let me just use Memento and I'll show you this. The wing structure on this is really, really beautiful. And it's just really delicate and just really gorgeous. So, all right. That's a nice image. All right. So, you can see all of that detail, right, in the wings. And that is what I was trying to capture. And I don't think I captured it as well as just nice Memento ink does. But I got really close, and so I want to show you what I did. And I need a scrap piece of paper for this. So, yeah, we could do it on here. Let's do it on here. Great. And thanks for being with me tonight. Hi, Patricia. I know you and I were messaging, so what I did was we have, so in the holiday catalog, we had some metallic inks, and many of you might have metallic ink at home. Metallic ink is fun. It's nice, but it doesn't show up very well with highly detailed items, and sometimes it doesn't show up well on dark cardstock, and sometimes it just doesn't show up well, period. But what you can do is you can add clear embossing powder on top of any color. So you can stamp in red, purple, green, whatever, put clear embossing powder on top of it, and it will dry it. It will also kind of firm it up, and it will make it show even more than what you had before. So what I did was I took and I know it's technically retired, so you can't get this right now, but I took the gold ink that we had, the Delicata, and I will show you. All right, so I took that ink and I stamped our butterfly in gold on black. All right, so you can see, very faint, right? But there he is, right? Beautiful, beautiful, lots of detail, okay? Then what I did is I got our clear embossing powder, and I keep mine in here because I use it a lot. I don't keep all of my embossing powders in a container, but I use the clear one a lot because I do like a lot of like emboss resist and stuff like that. Okay, so I put some embossing powder, and I like to kind of thump the back. Okay, so now we've got clear embossing powder on the top of that. So it's kind of stuck to all the wet pieces. And yes, I could have stamped in Versamark first and then done this, and it might have even been better, but it's okay. This is good enough for now. Awesome. And then what this did was it sealed it in, right? So now we have this really pretty kind of gold reflective shiny bee on a piece of black cardstock. So that's going to provide some shimmer and some shine on our card. So let me show you. But I do think, I mean, the wing structure on there is really what's to be beholden. So I'm going to be making some more samples of the bee, so I hope you stay tuned for that. But what I used for this was I used one of our note cards, and excellent. Here's our bone folder, and get a nice score on there. All right, and I've got a piece of black cardstock, and I've cut the black cardstock to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Yeah, so 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 because these are 3 1/2 this way. So I wanted it to kind of butt up there. And the other thing I cut up was this beautiful paper. So this is the new bee paper that comes in Celebration. And it's shiny and it's pretty and you can earn it for free. So I cut these into 3 by 3 pieces because I wanted to get as many of these as possible out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So I cut it 3 by 3. And then put this on my card, my little note card. And then what I did is I punched out the bee with a 2-inch circle. I then punched some vellum with a starburst, and I stuck the tag piece in between the two. And then I'm just going to get some little mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put a little one there, and I'm going to put like 3 on the back here. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use our nail. And you can see I don't have a lot of nail left because I just cut them, and I can still get these up. So you don't need, people are always like, well, I don't have nails. I'm like, you don't need nails. You just need to be able to squish it down and then pick it off. And then we're just going to stick this guy right here. And that's going to give us our very pretty shiny bee using the honeybee stamp set and the really pretty honey paper that you can get in Celebration, which I'm really excited about. And I don't remember the name of this, but I will remember soon because I will find it in our Celebration catalog. It is called Golden Honey Specialty Designer Series Paper. It has 12 sheets, and each has gold foil on the front. So there's like, I'll show you, but there's some really pretty paper in this set. So let me grab it real quick so you can see all of it. Oh yeah, there it is. So it has, and I'll kind of turn you guys up. So, oh, thank you. I just got this at, thank you, Kathleen, at Nordstrom Rack. Super duper on sale. I was very excited. Beautiful. You're hilarious. Why can't you do that on the gold one? Why can't you do that on the gold one? Oh, this, why did this one come out so different? Because this one was embossed in gold embossing powder. And what happened was the gold embossing powder like melted together. And so it made it just really solid, which is still really pretty. It's just not the look I was going for. I wanted the delicate wing structure. So that's why. So, all right, so the paper. So we have this one that has bees and pretty flowers. And the back side of that is like black and white stripe. Then we have this, like the hive thing. Clear embossing powder on top of the gold. You could put clear and, with this one. That's why you were asking. I could, totally. I could have if I had done this earlier. But I still think on the vellum, it would be hard to see. And I didn't like that I could see the glue through it. So that's why. Now I see what you're asking. Hive paper, black. This is gorgeous. Someone made an anniversary card out of this. It's gorgeous. And then the back is just like a, I don't know, like a little check. This one, which is all gold bees, and the big bee cuts out these bees, like the bee in the die set. So like that's amazing. And the back is like a really kind of cool hexagon, like black hexagon print. Then this, which is a gold and black stripe. And we had some paper like this years ago, and I used the heck out of it because it's perfect for everything. Anniversaries, weddings, 40th birthdays, over the hill birthdays. And the back has like a really delicate flower pattern. And then the last gold one is like a gold dotted line. And the back is more flowers. And then the back of this piece is some really pretty kind of shaded hives and bees that are smaller print. So yeah, really, really pretty paper. So obviously I'll be going through a lot of that. So hope you will be too. So dates and important things that are going on, because I know I've been a little out of touch, and I'm going to send a newsletter out tonight that will have some updated dates. But so today is Facebook Live. I'm instituting a new pattern. So if you're not a part of my VIP group, which is the C2C Creatives, it's an open group. If you want something daily from me, that's the place to go, because that's where I'm going to try to put some energy and some effort into some daily things. And I've got some fun surprises and things going on there. So C2C Creatives is my VIP group, and I'll make sure to put that in the newsletter too for those of you on my newsletter list. If you're not on my newsletter list, make sure you let me know that you want to be on it. You can send me your email address and a message. You can actually sign up on my Facebook page. You can sign up on my website. There's a lot of places you can do that. Big dates, things coming up. Friday night, right here on Facebook Live, I will be doing my online catalog launch. So we'll be diving into a lot of the spring catalog products. We'll have samples. It's It's going to be awesome. Super looking forward to it. So I hope that you're here with me on Friday night, and really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have lots of samples to show you, and then we'll be doing some live stamping, and then those, if you order that night, then those samples that we do, you'll be getting those for you to make and take. They're free make and takes if you place an order with a hostess code that night. So yay! So I'm going to do my online catalog live. And then Sunday night, the first Sunday of every month in 2020, I'm doing a special Paper Pumpkin Zoom, so where everybody can hear everybody and see everybody, and it'll be our time to create with Paper Pumpkin. So if you don't have me as your demonstrator for Paper Pumpkin, and you want to do that, that would be awesome. I would love to have you as my Paper Pumpkin subscriber. If you don't have Paper Pumpkin and you want to know more about it, feel free to join us on Sunday night. I'm happy to have you. This month's kit was called Something for Everything. I have it right here because I need to make a blog post for it tomorrow. We have a hop going on. The coolest thing about it is all of these awesome sentiments that came this month, and the font's really sweet. It's a sweet font. And Terracotta Tile is the color, the ink color this month, and they all feature some really pretty gold foil. So this is a full card kit. It was a really good value because you could make 12 full-size cards out of it. Plus you got the stamp set that is great for literally every occasion. Like, tell me an occasion, and you know, I would have it for you. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, if you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe with me. I would love that. And we'll be doing that every Sunday at 7 Central. So every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month for 2020. So I'm excited about that. Then the other thing we've got is next week Saturday. So not this Saturday, but next week Saturday in person. And I can also do it to go, is the sampler, the poppy sampler. Let me go grab it and I'll show it to you. So I've got to do, I would normally do it on a Saturday morning, but I've got to do Girl Scouts that morning. We have the cookie drop. All the Girl Scout cookies come into town that morning, and I have to volunteer and help like sort out cookies and stuff. I will probably take and post some pictures because you've just never seen this many Girl Scout cookies in all your life, I promise. But that afternoon, we will be making, yay, this really pretty poppy sampler. And you will get product with your sampler. You'll get paper, and then we'll be making the sampler in the class. You don't get the frame because everybody has different tastes for frames. So anyways, hope you love it. The paper is gorgeous, and there's one price for the sampler, and there's another price for the sampler with the stamp set, the poppy stamp set. And the poppy stamp set, I'm giving you a significant discount on if you buy it with that. So I would highly encourage you to do that. We've been presented a challenge to sell 3 of the stamp sets, the poppy stamp sets, by mid-February. And I think we can do it. So there's a lot to love with those poppies. They're really gorgeous. So I hope you liked tonight's simple note card, simple card, but a fun technique, right? So just so you know, you can add clear embossing powder to any ink color, and it's going to make whatever you stamp stand out, and it's going to give a lot of contrast, which I really love. So let me show you. And I'll also show you the Versamark thing, because this is something a lot of people don't know. So I'll do one more thing before I go. I don't see a lot of comments right now. So anyway, all right. Comments? Who's with me? Who's still with me? Okay, good. You're all still with me. I love you all. Let's stamp the bee and crush curry. All right, and then I need my Versa. Okay. All right, so what we've got is we've got Versamark and we've got crushed curry, right? And we've got a really pretty stamp. So we're going to stamp first in the Versamark, and then we're just going to stamp straight. Right? If I tried to stamp this, and then I'm never going to line this up, right? But if I do Versamark, and then I do the ink, nothing's going to get on here. No big deal, right? A little bit of Versamark on your pad isn't going to hurt your pad. What that does is it just makes it super sticky, right? So that when we add the clear embossing powder, it's even sticker. Now it will stick to just plain ink, but if you add the Versamark, it's even more awesome. More awesome? Is that a word? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. So we're gonna. Ooh, well, there you go, Melissa. Making messes every day, y'all. Every day. Okay, good. Good enough. Okay. And then, all right, so now what we've got is we've got this guy, and he's got a lot of the clear embossing powder on him, right? But he looks pretty good. You know, you can still see a lot of the detail. But then if we get this and we heat emboss this, look at that bad boy, right? I mean, that is something else. And you can see all the detail. If I just stamp it, I'll put one right next to it so you can see. So it's not going to be a full one. But. So you can see, still pretty, right? Still lots of detail. Just a very different, it just adds to the contrast, right? So... hello. Yeah, it's really cool. Hi, Emily. So thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. So it's just neat to see how much more contrast. Like, I feel like it makes the color richer when you add the clear embossing powder. I feel like it makes the image stand out more. Yeah, it's a pain. You know, it's one more step. But, and you know, when you're trying to do something fast, it might not be the way. But if you're trying to make something stand out and make it gorgeous, that is definitely, I mean, and they're both beautiful. I mean, it's just a gorgeous stamp. I could stamp that B over and over and over again. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Happy Wednesday. If you're not in C2C Creatives, make sure that you check that out. If you're not on my newsletter list, make sure that you're on my newsletter list. I'll be sending out a newsletter tonight with lots of updates. I've got 4 class event type things planned for this month, which is about all I can fit into this month because I'm going to be traveling a little bit, and we've also got my husband's birthday, my daughter's birthday, and Girl Scout cookies, and I'm the troop leader. So things get a little hectic in January and February, but I'm super jazzed. And then the other thing is I have my Charleston beach retreat coming up. This will be our second annual beach retreat. It's March 6th through the 8th. If you're interested in going, I need a $50 deposit, and I'm going to put some details in the newsletter about that. If I don't get enough people to make, then I'll return everybody's deposit to them. But I need to get those deposits because I need to know that people are either in or they're out. And then I reserve the house based on how many people we have. So it's usually around $325 for the weekend. It includes a $50 swag bag, lots of fun projects. You'll have space to stamp. I include lots of meals. So make sure that you, if you're interested in going to Charleston with us, we'd love to have you, especially if you guys are East Coast people and I haven't met you or it's been a while since we've chatted. I'd love to see you. So anyway, yay, Charleston. All right. Love you all so much. Talk to you later. Happy 2020, and just excited to be back in the saddle. So, all right, bye guys. See you later. Oh yeah, Patricia, I'll add you to the newsletter list. No problem.